Need to speak to Mike Larry.
Yeah, you got my phone.
Double A Flex.
Winning lottery numbers coming up.
All right, check. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Check. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome on a perfect Monday evening. It is March 30th, 2026. On the road to WrestleMania. Of course, this is Saturday afternoon's main event, but a special, of course, because for the rest of WrestleMania season, we are going to be having watch parties for Raw and SmackDown. So, guys, thank you for going ahead and tuning in. Thank you for going ahead and showing up. Of course, Raw tonight, Madison Square Garden, on the road to Mania. CM Punk's in the house. Roman Reigns is in the house. It's going to be a great 2.5 hours of action. And look, I'm here to go ahead and give my own sense of commentary to it, but I'm also here to go ahead and enjoy it with you guys. So thank you for going ahead and tuning in off of that. But beyond anything else, look, I ain't gonna go ahead and talk too much. I think it's only fair that we get into it. They're currently showing us everything that's currently going on inside the Garden as of right now, but I'm excited. Who are you guys excited for? What's the plans? What are we going to go ahead and see tonight from this show? Again, I'm in for anything. Whatever's going on, look, we're here for it. We are here for it. And from what it looks like, of course, sold out. And we're starting off with the American Nightmare in the house. Cody Rhodes popping out first to greet the Garden crowd. Okay. This should be something. Of course, the American Nightmare out there, suited up, championship in hand. Look at the visual. Sold out show indeed, even with those ticket prices being high. Hold on one second. Whoa! There we go. All right, it does feel like a Monday. All right, perfect. Takes off the jacket. Are we supposed to be expecting a fight from Cody today? What are we doing? But I certainly have to say, look, being that we're on the road to WrestleMania and seeing that all this is currently happening, I have to say, genuinely within all of it, the road to WrestleMania has been great. Because, as from last year, I noted this off of Uncle Triple C on the show a couple of weeks back. He had said that everybody has pretty much gone face to face and beat the holy hell out of each other. And I have to say, Cody's feud with Randy, it was giving last week on SmackDown, although I hated the pull apart with the security. Security sucks, man. But all in all, when it comes down to these feuds, everybody has thrown hands. So I'm excited for each match. But when it pertains to Randy Cody, look, I'm all for anything. Xavier Martinez is in the cut. He says, haven't tuned into a WWE weekly in a minute, and the Heat are playing, so still I won't. But glad you got me covered. Indeed, my brother. You know we got each other out here when it comes down to pro wrestling. Look, again, Mania season, I'm covering Raw and SmackDown for the next 3 weeks. So look, all in all, I'm excited. I'm happy, man. But Cody right now taking the mic as he's about to address the New York City crowd. Of course, New York City, what do we want to talk about? Never gets old, right? Have mercy, I digress. First one of the evening, although Peeps isn't here. I think we should put up an I digress counter, right? Why not for the fun of it? I'll do it. All right, there we go.
World's most famous arena, the home of the WWE Championship, a place where the WWE Champion will always be present. Madison Square Garden, New York City. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know, Cody. What do we want to talk about? Stephanie interrupts him. Oh, shit. Okay. That's new. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. Why is Stephanie here? This is new. Imagine she begins talking to him about how Randy is maniacal. If we really have to bring up Randy Orton RKOing Stephanie in 2010 and then proceeding to go ahead and kiss the holy hell out of her in 2026, if this is what we're going to be talking about, look, I'm all here for it. I am all here for it. Oh, my God. This should be exciting. This is new. Okay. Stephanie interrupting Cody Rhodes. Oh, McMahon. McMahon. That's the crazy part, X. That is the crazy part. Garden crowd chanting Stephanie.
Don't make me cry, guys. It's not fair.
You should cry.
I am surprised to see you here.
I don't know why you would be surprised. I mean, the last time I checked, my name is Stephanie McMahon.
Talk your shit, Steph. You better tell that nigga Raheem.
Madison Square Garden.
You're damn right. Yeah, Stephanie, talk your talk. Can we get a Vincent Kennedy McMahon chat real quick? I'm playing, guys. I'm playing.
Okay. Stephanie McMahon.
What do you want to talk about? Are we really going to hit that catchphrase again? Oh, God, Cody.
I want to talk about you. I want to talk about Randy Orton.
We're treading in the right direction. We are treading in the right direction.
WrestleMania.
Okay, we are treading in the right direction. I'm loving this so far. Great. Oh.
See, Cody, you talked about where you used to sit at center stage in conversations that we've had. Well, I used to sit right over there. And Andre the Giant would walk by and squeeze my leg and give me the office as he'd come to the ring.
Wait, Andre would squeeze your leg? Hey, yo, pause. Chill. Hey, yo.
In this business, we understand what it means to.
You know what? I digress. Second one in the evening, bro. Tonight's going to be something different, man. Holy hell.
We have all taken different paths to get to where we are in this moment, but you chose to take the golden path. And that's amazing. It's wonderful. You stayed.
Loki wanted Steph and Cody to have a promo about whose podcast is better, right? I like Steph's better. Honestly, I'm just gonna give you the buck 50. She had Jalen Brunson on the show. Easily a better one.
Best of your opponents in the middle of this ring, and for the most part, you can.
Stephanie's hyping up Cody right now.
This time, with this version of Randy Orton.
Oh, she really warning him about Randy. I'm loving this.
Randy Orton is diabolical.
You're damn right. You're damn right.
You don't have to be diabolical, but you have to be able to think like that. You have to be able to think like Randy. Your father understood that better than anybody.
We always got to go ahead and redo the Dusty talk.
With the best of them. He could get down and dirty with the best of them, but from what I've seen so far, you are not your father.
Oh! Steph is talking that talk! Damn!
This version of Cody Rhodes can't beat this version of Randy Orton.
Stephanie is keeping it a buck.
Who you're dealing with.
Oh, we know who Cody's dealing with. As for what your husband had to deal with in 09, we know who Cody's dealing with. And Cody should know that more than anybody else, which is why I'm just like, huh. Cody's gathering his thoughts before he says something to Steph. Hold on.
The thing that I would ever want is to be rude to you, but I don't know who Randy Orton is. I know everything about Randy Orton. I know that he was the coal that became the diamond. I know he was the youngest world champion in company history. I know he was the
youngest world champion in company history. I wonder who he beat.
People's heads off left and right.
I digress. Third one of the man, jeez.
So vital on this very show that
We're really doing this.
Today. And I know that some of that stuff was to you.
Oh, Cody mentioned it. He did.
I know there's a whole swath of the WWE universe of pro wrestling fans who want this whole student-teacher dynamic, but I ceased to be the student a long time ago, and it wasn't when I won the WWE Championship. It's when I became a babysitter, when I had to reach over in the car, turn the volume down just to make sure he was breathing while he drooled all over himself. I am not the student. I am not afraid of Randy Orton, and I am not walking in to my very first WrestleMania main event. You want to bring up fathers? I'm not mine. You're right. Stephanie McMahon, with all due respect, you're not yours either.
Oh, that. Oh. Oh. Ah. He got slapped. Don't.
Here because I care about you. And you don't have anybody giving you any guidance in this situation. You don't understand what this Randy Orton is capable of. He doesn't need a babysitter. He doesn't need any of that. He's not asking you to be the student, and I'm not saying you are. But Cody, you have to understand that Randy isn't just listening to the voices in his head. He beckons
Cody just cooked
them.
Steph.
He loves
I'm sorry,
what
Cody just
they're
cooked
telling
Steph.
them. He can control them. And it appears that he is listening to someone else as well. So unless you can learn to actually think like Randy, then you are going to lose that title. And WrestleMania will be the last time Cody Rhodes is introduced as the undisputed WWE champion.
This now really introduces a new dynamic. What if the person... Oh! Did Cody just pull back Steph? Oh, hell no! Yo, where's Hunter? Yo, where's Hunter?
Stephanie McMahon, I've got 2 words for you.
If he says F you or something...
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Wow.
Stephanie McMahon tonight. And Corey, I think it's something.
But like I was saying, what if with this new dynamic with Stephanie coming out and having this dialogue with Cody, what if truly the individual that Randy's listening to is Triple H? I have a feeling now because, yo, what if, right? To really make Cody the ultimate babyface. Ah, Speed! Speed is really getting cursed by Danhausen. Okay. Uncursed Speed? Speed's asking to get uncursed. That is a lie. He's really holding Speed for ransom.
Not everything is bad. Tonight I got your front row seats for the Usos division for the tag titles. It's a street fight. Oh, we have a special guest commentator. Oh,
LA Knight? Special guest commentator. Huh.
I'm gonna go talk that talk.
Yeah. That's one way to go about it. Even though Danhausen is still standing there. Danhausen, everybody, gotta love him. But yeah, like I was saying,
Peter Danhausen.
the Usos got Death Rebel. Ah, fuck no. They really Death Rebel the Usos? I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. They Death Rebel the Usos. They Death Rebel the freaking Usos. How can you possibly do this? We couldn't just go back to day one-ish?
Let's get ready to talk.
I digress. Fourth one of the evening, bro. We're only 18 minutes in, but I just, what the hell? Are we really gonna Death Rebel the freaking Usos? 4 on the freaking night, man. Like, why would you? Yo, WWE, yo, bring back Jim Johnston. I'm tired, man. I'm freaking tired. There's no way you guys really just did that. Oh my God. That is just BS. But yeah, I would love if they really pulled off the angle of Cody versus the Authority. If they really want to make Cody into just the baby face that everybody has to accept, I guess the Authority angle is where they have to go. I mean, the people are already hating the big nose Triple H. If you're, and I like where they're going with this, because it seems like with Stephanie pulling in the dynamic of having to talk to Cody and tell Cody he's not good enough to beat Randy, it's almost like they're trying to pressure Cody into being the corporate championship. Like, they're trying to get him to reach down and become an individual who can beat this version of Randy Orton. And the fact that he just really brought up Vince McMahon to Stephanie, saying, you know what, you're telling me I'm not like Dusty? You're not your father either. Holy hell, man. Like, in the Garden, you're really going to pull that move against Stephanie McMahon? Understandably so. He got slapped the hell out of. But I now do have a feeling that, like Uncle Triple C had told us 2 days ago, which you can go back and watch that watch party. Well, not the watch party, but the show indeed. He said, imagine if it would possibly be Triple H. I like that idea. I genuinely think I would love to see the Authority dynamic return once again, with Cody now being the one to go against them. How does that end? Possibly him selling out a year later? Who knows? But if this is how you want to begin this story, you can make it long enough. I like this idea. I genuinely like this idea. But we have time to see what they do with that. But wow, what an opening to Monday Night Raw. That is great. But shout out to anybody who's watching the watch party right now. Thank you for going ahead and tuning in and staying here with us. Of course, we are live on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, of course, right now. But in all, welcome, welcome, welcome. Of course, it is not a phenomenal one. You can go ahead and catch us on Saturday afternoon's main event every single Saturday afternoon at 3 p.m. live on these exact same platforms. But also, like I said, for the duration of WrestleMania season, we will be here going ahead and doing watch parties for Raw and SmackDown. So thank you for going ahead and joining us today. But you can't yeet to it. That's the funny thing. He's talking about the Uso theme song. They got Death Rebel to the point where the song's pacing sucks now. Like, I don't know how many beats per minute that is, but it sounds a bit more slow paced. Like, it sounds like Jimmy's theme song mixed in with Jay's theme song, but it has the cadence of Jimmy's theme while the words of Jay's theme. It's BS. sounds ass. You do not want to. Yo, they really death rebel the Usos, man. Wow. Well, here come the Vision going up, of course, against the Usos for the tag titles tonight.
Introducing the challengers, the team of Austin Harris and Logan Paul, the Vision. This is the second time.
Well, of course, Vision versus the Usos tag titles. Who do you guys have? I'm currently thinking that there is a good chance that the Vision can possibly win this. But all in all, I would love to instead see the Usos retain with help from LA Knight. We have yet to see what happens with this. But I'm hoping that this match is good because it's supposed to be a street fight. So, hey, let's see.
Of the pressure of the Vision. And a trigger-happy Jay would leave Logan late. And then later on in the night, LA, you never wanted with the Usos in the back. They basically said thanks, but no thanks. Stay out of our business. You're out here again tonight. No, they didn't tell me to stay out of the business. Look, Michael Cole, first of all, you got to get it straight. They wanted me to stay out of this bloodline business because it looks like they're starting to get into that. What happened was, Jay, I told him you could at least maybe try and hide the nuts next time, pick up the victory. He got a little hot about that. That's okay. But what it comes down to is, look, I'm not out here to get into their business. I'm here to get into Vision's business. Well, this is the first street fight in over 3 years for the World Tag Team titles. Again, you win via pinfall or submission in the ring. No countouts, no disqualifications as we are on the road to WrestleMania. Corey, big night for the Vision, seeking their first tag team titles. And their Oracle.
But I love how the Garden really filled out. It's just crazy with how much these tickets are for WWE shows that they're still finding a way to go ahead and make sure that this thing sells out. And, all in all, for the scalpers on TickPick going ahead and decreasing the ticket prices, thank God last minute, right? Oh, yeah, dealing with that Seth Rollins issue, Paul Heyman is. Yeah, you know what? Look, I have one idea. Braun Breaker returns tonight. Corey the Brains in the chat, he says Braun returns to help the Vision instead of Braun versus Seth. I think he doesn't return to help the Vision, but I do think Seth Rollins is making an appearance tonight, and I think that Braun's going to spear the holy hell out of him. That's my thought process. But I certainly do think Braun is here tonight at the Gardens. I wholeheartedly believe so.
Street fight continues for the World Tag Team titles. We'll be back in about
X says, I wanted to care about the Vision, but then Logan joining unironically killed the group for me. Didn't it do that for each and every single other person? I have to say, Logan Paul isn't bad. It's just like, I don't know. It's just something about Logan Paul. I don't know if it's just because we've been used to Logan Paul for like decades already, since the Vine era. And, for about a good year and a half, the man was funny. And then he went to Japan and then all hell broke loose. And since then, I just haven't looked at Logan Paul the same. Or maybe it's just the attribute of the fact that he's brothers with Jake Paul. Just the Pauls, man. You just hate the Pauls. I get it, X. Like, I hate the Paul suit. I just don't like him. I just don't. Unequivocally, it's not my fault, but, hey, who doesn't hate him? Just saying.
Life sounds pretty great.
But, of course, 2-minute, 10-second ad, which, of course, judging by the time, it's 8:24. I'm saying this match ends by 8:40. And we're about to probably have 3 more 2-minute ads in between it. All these ads just kill the show for me. I kid you not. Does Walter return to set up a Mania match tonight? I genuinely would love to see that happen. Although we know that it was supposed to be him possibly versus Rey Mysterio, and Rey still hasn't been cleared. So when it comes down to what he's doing for WrestleMania, I have a fair shot that, look, if John Cena's hosting it, and AJ's in the Hall of Fame, maybe we get something where Gunther interrupts Cena, right? AJ Styles beats the holy hell out of Gunther. Who knows? Something should happen. I just don't know. It kills me, though, that Walter, a man who retired Bill Goldberg, John Cena, and AJ Styles in the span of less than a year, you don't have substantial booking for him to be in title contention, near to end main event of WrestleMania, or nothing. Just to go ahead and, just for him to probably not have a match at Mania. It sucks. X said, watching Raw right now, anything crazy? Oh yeah, you missed a lot. Stephanie came out. Cody ended up going ahead and talking to Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie McMahon ended up saying him that, he's not like Dusty and he should be afraid of Randy. Then Cody dropped the craziest bomb by saying that Stephanie's nothing like Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Stephanie ended up slapping him. Look, you'll see it on the Twitter page in a cool little minute. But a lot happened. Now, and the Usos got Death Rebel. Yup, the Usos got Death Rebel. But with X said, it just sucks because in wrestling we've seen people we hate leave because the fans just didn't react to them. Which means if we all stopped reacting to Logan, he'll leave too. If only it was that easy. Of course, with TKO, there's something about them where they just constantly love the social media stars. With Logan Paul, because he has millions of followers, they feel inclined to think that he helps the product. Can he wrestle? Yes. Does he do a cool buckshot lariat? Not as good as Hangman Adam Page's, but, it's pretty decent. But is the man what I want to see on my television screen? Absolutely the hell not. I haven't even bought a Logan Paul t-shirt. Can the man wrestle again? Yes. I can say he's been respecting the industry since he joined. But I just don't care for him. I wouldn't piss on a man if he was on fire. That's just me. But as of right now, Corey the Brain says change your VPN to England to eliminate commercials. I'll do that in a quick second once this match is over, because genuinely, I just came back to them already having a table in the ring, and they already brought in trash cans, and now Jay Uso's putting a trash can over the head of Logan Paul, and he's about to do a shitty super kick alongside Jay. Yo, super kicks are so overused this day and age, man. Like, this is, okay, Jimmy applying offense with an already beaten up trash can to Austin Theory. They placed the trash can over his head. Jay Uso has two kendo sticks in hand, tosses one to Jimmy. Now they're beating the holy hell out of Austin Theory, who has a trash can on his head with kendo sticks being applied to his body. Like, it's so funny because the crowd is not even chanting with every single hit. They're just sitting there just watching it happen. This does not seem like a Garden crowd right now. It's funny. Okay, they finally start chanting after they go ahead and see Jay go ahead and hit the yeet. Okay. Fairly odd, but okay. Okay, now they're setting up the table in the middle of the ring. Horizontally facing top turnbuckle. It seems like they're about to go ahead and put Austin Theory onto the table. Instead, no. Jimmy hits a super kick while Austin Theory is literally in the corner. Now they're setting him up on the top turnbuckle. Maybe to hit him with a two-man super suplex? Oh, they're really about to go ahead and do that. It's a suplex indeed. Wait. Did they get all of it? They got all of it. Okay. Now all men are down. What are we doing? What are we doing? No pin? Nothing? All right, we're going to let the man. Garden crowd is now chanting, holy shit. Wait, is Logan Paul? Logan Paul's with his mom. Logan Paul's mom gave him brass knuckles. Speed tries to stop Logan from using the brass knuckles. LA Knight comes out and begins attacking Logan Paul. Meanwhile, Logan Paul drags Speed out of the barricade, and now Speed is literally implemented into ringside. And Speed now grabs the brass nuts. Oh my God. Oh my God. LA Knight tried to stop Speed. Speed thought it was Logan, and he accidentally hit LA Knight with the brass knuckles. Now the Garden crowd is chanting at Speed, you fucked up. Speed, I think you got to run. Oh, my God. LA Knight is out. If that's the case, the Vision might just win this. Hold on. Here comes Logan. He's setting up to go ahead and hit Jimmy with the nuts. He misses. Super kick from Jimmy Uso. Another double super kick from the Usos. Double super kick to Austin Theory. Spear from Jay. I guess an Uso splash is in the future remarks. Here goes Jay climbing the top rope. Meanwhile, Jimmy goes ahead and tries to go for an outside dive, but Logan Paul used the brass knuckles to land it onto Jimmy Uso's kisser. Jay takes out Logan, but Austin Theory pins Jimmy Uso and wins the championships for the Vision. Ain't that some shit? Garden crowd no selling. This shit is just perfect. I love this. I love this. Oh my God.
This is catastrophic for Jimmy and Jay. We see again, LA Knight bringing the fight to Logan Paul as personal issues. Just too much to handle. Logan desperately would rip ISO Speed over the back.
Austin Theory's a tag team merchant. I couldn't agree more, brother. I couldn't agree more. And Speed just looks heartbroken by the fact that he accidentally hit LA. But wow, we lost because of Logan Paul's brass knuckles. The fact that the brass knuckles have a better story leading into WrestleMania than freaking Gunther tells you all you need to know about WWE booking right now. And Speed isn't even happy. They're raising Speed's hand while they have the championships on him. And Speed's just like, bro, I didn't want to help y'all. Speed just looks down, man. Yo, Speed looks like he knows he's about to go ahead and catch a fade, bro.
Did you guys hear what Jimmy Uso said to me right before I came out here?
But I'll be very careful out there. My brother's on the warpath.
It goes to show you that Roman Reigns.
Oh, they're showing the promo from last week with Punk and Reigns. How we feeling about that storyline as well, gentlemen? I have to say, guys, when it comes down to Punk and Reigns, look, all signs point to WrestleMania being a slobber knocker. But with all of this being about family, I'm sorry, there has to be a Rocky Maivia. That's just my thought process. That's my intuition.
Can be the best in the world.
Nobody in that family can be the best in the world. That's another clear indication to me. X says Logan Paul probably having a Mania match over Carmelo Hayes doesn't sit right with me at all. Thank you. Somebody agrees.
Hold on. What you doing out here? I understand how you feeling, but every time you get emotional, brother, you don't think. You leave him to the OTC.
And here comes Roman.
I'm gonna say this as respectfully as I can. Get your brother and leave my ring.
I think you should stay. He needs the help. Oh, Jimmy went for Punk. Jimmy trying to get involved. Roman Reigns with a Superman punch to the back of the head. Where's the way? Joe, make it. You know what to do. Hey, you know what to do. Don't ask them all. I know what to do.
Spirit the man. But when it comes down to UX and, the whole Hayes situation, I can't agree more, especially with him just losing the title with Sami Zayn. Who cares about Sami Zayn in 2026? I'm gonna ask you guys that question. Who gives a crap about Sami Zayn in big 2026? Sammy's old news. This ain't the same Sammy. This ain't El Generico we are looking at, bro. Like yeah, a lot of good history. Of course, Survivor Series 2011, beating Alberto Del Rio to win back the WWE title. I remember that one. Fink out here going ahead and getting happy to be in front of a guarded crowd and begins crying before he can even introduce Punk. Good times.
We get closer to the showcase of the Immortals in Las Vegas. The temperature between these two continues to rise. The war of words has escalated. And tonight, in Madison Square Garden, both Roman Reigns and CM Punk are under the same roof tonight.
Well, here comes Liv Morgan. Hopefully, I don't have to hear about no Dominic. Please keep me away from Dominic. Okay, no Dominic. That's already clear. I'm fine with that. Perfect. No Dominic Mysterio. I like that.
The woman who faces Stephanie McMahon for the World Championship at WrestleMania. Liv Morgan live.
But I have to say, okay, that Randy and Stephanie promo battle, that's already like the highlight of the night for me. They need to be, if Roman and Punk don't live up to that expectation tonight, I'm gonna be a little pissed. Okay, I don't mind Sammy winning the U.S. title. It's just that Carmelo has nothing unless he gets added to that match. Then I'll take a Melo Ilya tag team match at this rate if it gives him something. I hope they add Melo to that match, because of course the only in-ring psychology that we get from that match is that Trick interfered and costed Melo the match. So the only way is that you have to add Melo to that match. That's logical booking. Oh, Melo doesn't get added to that match. Oh, me and Nose Man finna have a problem. I was at that Survivor Series that year. It wasn't a bad show. Of course, that kicked off Punk's 434-day reign, which was a perfect beginning. Of course, you had that main event tag team match with Rock and Cena versus The Miz and R-Truth. I think the tagline was what? Never before, never again. I still use that catchphrase to this day, man. Perfect stuff. Perfect stuff.
Right from your oven. Perfectly crispy and airy crust you thought you could only get at a restaurant. Hey, we'll have to chase down that friend who always says he'll pay you back later. It's not delivery.
Oh, wow.
It's DiGiorno.
Okay.
Style pizza.
You have the smartest Wi-Fi from Xfinity. Your home is the main event.
WWE.
A network so smart, it boosts the Wi-Fi to devices that need it most.
Don't worry, kid. We've got full strength.
It's like having a tag team partner that always has your back.
Everything okay up there?
There's no match for Wi-Fi this smart.
It's about to start.
Xfinity. Imagine that.
All right, one more minute of ads. You know what? I'm gonna switch it to VPN after this. But when it comes to the vision, Logan is not the problem. Theory is a glorified job guy in the eyes of the fan base. Indeed. And it's crazy because I remember, 3 years back, John Cena predicted this. Right before their match at WrestleMania 39. Genuinely, for thinking about it. Because I remember Cena saying, okay, you're going to beat me. And then you have to go on Raw the following night. What will happen is that they still won't care about you. And indeed, he beat Cena. Shows up on Raw. And no one gave a crap. And it's like, okay, you know what? There's a sense of nothing will help Theory. Nothing. Him being the masked man, they fumbled that poorly. They messed up so much with that I felt like it could have been so much more if they made more implementation to him being in that group. But it's stupid. It's just stupid. And not to mention, they had him in a group with freaking Waller for how long? It's just dumb. It is what it is. Jeff Ross ringside at Monday Night Raw. Of course, Lin-Manuel Miranda. You can never go wrong with that comedian. Yeah, glorified jobber because they need to protect Logan over Theory, despite Theory being the longer term asset who already proved he can hang between the ropes. The wrong things are prioritized with the WWE. It's not like we don't see this. We know this has been the case since TKO was taken over. So it's like, what more can I possibly expect from the WWE? You know what I'm saying? But Vaquer and Morgan, I have to say, that match is about to be a show stealer. I feel that match is just going to be great. What do you guys think? But it seems like Liv is about to have a promo right now. Let's see how this turns out.
New York City.
Mm-hmm.
You are now in the presence of the Royal Rumble winner.
Where'd she get her promo skills? Uncle Triple C? Why it sound like Uncle Triple C was just giving that introduction? What the hell?
You're done for, bitch.
Oh! Okay.
It's one thing to attack me, but to attack my family? To attack the daddy Dom?
Who gives a crap about Dom?
You know what? I want to say that I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised because you don't have any family here, do you? No, but you
What
want
you
to
mean?
berate me and say I hide behind mine, but meanwhile you sneak attack me any chance that you get. So what are you scared of, Stephanie? Are you scared to confront me one-on-one? Are you scared to be face-to-face? Because I know you are very proud of where you come from. But
What you trying to implement?
this is where I come from, and where I come from is on sight.
Why are you trying to sound black, Liv? Hold on. Yo, the weed really get it to her. Hold on. Okay.
My mother taught me to never let anyone get the better of me.
Uh-huh.
What's your mother?
Not the madre.
Tu madre es basura, puta.
Did you just call her mother trash? Oh, shit.
Why did you come get me? Show me how.
Well, here comes Stephanie. She ain't taking that. I need Vaquer to hit the devil's kiss on Morgan for 10 hours straight. I'm going to do the Booker T commentary. Yeah. Let me stop. But here comes Vaquer. Cat fight! In the words of the great Eric Bischoff, this is what I call HLA. Oh, what a kick from Vaquer. Yo, you know what? I can't. I ain't gonna speak on certain things. Look, I'm married. I ain't gonna speak on certain things. I ain't gonna speak on shit. Y'all ain't catching me. Screw that. Vaquer bringing in a chair. Liv looks like she's seen a ghost. Roxanne Perez comes in to attack Vaquer, and now both of them are delivering a beatdown to Vaquer. Wow. Stephanie currently has no support, no help. Oh my gosh. Liv is about to hit Oblivion. Onto the chair. Yeah, Michael, I already said that. I'm doing better commentary work than you. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Well, it seems as if the prodigy is now helping Liv Morgan to the best of her extent.
Liv Morgan as Roxanne Perez returns. Stephanie Bacquer had better come up with an alternative plan because Liv Morgan's got backup. And on the
Liv's now holding the Women's World Championship while Bacquer is trying to recover from that Oblivion onto the chair. Looking for this match has been quite good.
19 nights at the start of the two-night event, the greatest spectacle in all of sports entertainment, known as WrestleMania. Now, Stephanie's got issues with Liv. Division's Oracle, Paul Heyman, has some issues with Seth Rollins.
You're right, he does have some issues with Seth Rollins. Are we really going to go ahead and tread in that direction now? If so, I'm actually happy. Yo, when Paul said that, yo, man was crazy for that comment. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Unfortunately, it was Seth Rollins who would leave the arena in handcuffs, courtesy of his former Oracle.
Let's go to tag team titles from twins. Brothers from other mothers, bro. You and I. Congratulations, but I didn't mean to get involved. You know, I was just, space up. Whatever you meant to do, it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter? Loki, he didn't want no part of you. He didn't want to be a part of this. You dragged him into it.
You don't understand. I can't do it. I'm telling you, bro.
Now Paul Heyman coming in trying to go ahead and coerce him too.
You're in good hands. You're with the tag team champions. You're with the Vision. They will protect. Take him out to dinner with you. Yeah. Please go celebrate. Yeah. Celebratory.
Celebrate. The last person I'd want to go ahead and tell me to go celebrate is Paul, okay?
The Usos are going to kill him.
Him telling Speed you're gonna be fine. Then once he leaves, proceeds to say the Usos are gonna kill him. Oh, perfect.
No, that's not what the email's about. Well, if there's something very wrong with me, maybe you could type out a memo and send it to me via email.
Oh. Yeah, Paul seems to have some pep to his step this evening. I'm telling you, I indeed believe that Braun is here.
Performances from DJ Irie, Miles O'Neill, and DJ AJ Thomas. Rock Beach is taking place at Marquee Day Club on Sunday, April 19th. For more information and to purchase tickets, head to gronkbeach.com. I have no doubt.
Here comes Bird Lady, Lyra Valkyria.
Introducing the challengers, the team of Bailey and
Lyra and Bailey going ahead and making their way out to the ring right now. Don't mind me also going ahead and making sure that I put this clip up on IG. That was just golden.
My zipper's up and down anymore. It's a true flip of the coin.
I don't know what's happening. I zipped up my whole life. And now, just head out. Like, all right, I'll see you boys later. Just head out. take my pants off at home, they come off easy. I'm like, that was 4 hours I was walking around like.
The sweet only at Papa John's.
Well, nah, Cody's delivery on that was just perfect. I have to say, that was amazing delivery from Cody. Wake me up when the GOAT big time Beck shows up. We need that. We need a Becky. Look, we need Becky to be here. Indeed.
Presents Miss Payne. She's a credit record because more often than not, she misses her money. And each one missed and stay on her credit report for up to 7 years. If only she would set up auto pay, she'd never miss a payment again. Don't like miss payment. Instead, learn how to avoid the records at creditrecords.com. Credit One Bank for what's ahead. Are you throwing away money on your car insurance?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Try Insurify. We help you compare quotes and save half on your car insurance.
I like it when things are convenient and save me lots of money.
Go to Insurify.com and save up to $1,000 a year on your car insurance. Oh my God, I'm shaking.
Whatnot is an app where you can buy and sell all sorts of collectibles.
You need to get on there because you never know what you're going to find. 3, 2, 1, we are live. Here we go.
Oh my God.
And we need to make sure that that crooked card doesn't officiate Becky's match at Mania. Oh, so you're actually so it seems like we got a big time Beck show over AJ Lee. Really? No AJ Love. What's going on?
Get your phones ready. I would describe myself as a fighter. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. For over 30 years, our fights have been against giants. We have recovered billions and billions and billions of dollars for our clients. We fight the powerful for the powerless, and our results speak for themselves. Injured? Call your army. There's only one Morgan & Morgan for the people.
Visit MorganWWE.com for a chance to win 2 tickets to WrestleMania and $2,000.
Steve's biggest show of the year, Stand and Deliver, comes to the factory in St. Louis, Missouri this Saturday at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. Tickets on sale now via Ticketmaster. For the first time ever,
well,
Nia Jax,
Lash Legend Nia Jax versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria for
tag team matchup. Irresistible Forces. Well, they got involved in a big tag match this past week on SmackDown. Women's tag team division, arguably as hot as it's ever been. Lash Legend would interfere and catch Bliss with a heavy right hand, allowing Brie Bella to score the pinfall. But the action continued.
Bella Twins actually out here going ahead and winning matches on SmackDown. Look, this really feels like a different season of WrestleMania. You mean Absolute Joke Lee? Overrated, doesn't hold a candle to the man. I wasn't watching when AJ Lee was popping off, so I'm not attracted to her at all. Understandably so. Look, I don't take nothing over big time Becks. Becky is Becky. Forever WrestleMania main eventer in my eyes. Great stuff. An amazing women's wrestler. Don't take anything away from her. I get it. I understand. Look, I remember back when I was in elementary watching crazy chicks being crazy chicks. Oh, you know, I love the both of them.
It was the Glamour Girls versus the Jumping Bomb Eight. It's Bayley and Lyra against the Irresistible Forces. Lash Legend will start things off against Bayley. Now, Bayley and Lyra have a bit of momentum. Remember last week here on Monday Night Raw, they knocked off Asuka and Kyrie, the Kabuki Warriors. Certainly got to give Bayley and Lyra a little confidence boost prior to this matchup. But then you have to deal with game-changing power like Lash Legend just showed Bayley and the entire world. And you can't plan for that. And she just grows with confidence each and every week as Nia Jax comes into the ring, the 2-time world champion, a 3-time
Jumping Bomb Angels mentioned in 2026. Exactly, right?
Experience. And the Irresistible Forces want to head to Las Vegas 2 weeks from Saturday with the gold. Tag made. Here comes
Tag made. Lyra Valkyria is now in the match. Seems like she's trying to bring offense to Nia Jax.
Taking a high risk. This could be a great strategy for the challengers. Remember last year's WrestleMania, Lyra Valkyria would win the tag titles along with Becky Lynch. We would find out later on that Becky Lynch.
I don't know if it's just me or do you guys feel that Lash Legend is the one that genuinely carries this tag team? So I feel like I can't watch Nia Jax's in-ring work. I'm sorry. Get the whole Anoa'i family on me. I'm not able to watch this crap.
Goes out, wins the United States title, and forces his way to Vegas. Bayley would love to follow suit, but on the other hand, if Bayley and Lyra are unable to dethrone the champions tonight, I don't know how you find a path with this little time left between now and WrestleMania. Point Bayley in off the tag now. Bayley, two-time tag team champion. Look at this. That's double team. Bayley and Lyra. And Bayley quickly, there's that veteran instinct into the cover. Hooks the inside leg and hammering out. One. Lash Legend bringing her next level power every time she steps in the ring. Just shrug Bayley's pinfall attempt off at the count of one. And for all of Bayley's accolades, I don't care who you are, that's disheartening. Lash Legend. Looks like Bayley in a back elbow. So hard to take Lash off her feet. Now a tag made by Nia Jax, the original irresistible force. Lyra able to escape out the back door. We use her quickness here with a kick to the midsection. Body shots from Valkyria. Flurry of offense from the challenger. Bayley makes the tag. She's now legal as Nia is driven out of the ring. And here comes Bayley.
Bayley issues a suicide dive out to Nia Jax. Lash Legend finds a way to still enter in the ring. Tries to. Oh, that was pretty late. Bayley delivers another outside dive to Nia Jax, while Valkyria delivers a double kick to Lash Legend on the other side of the ramp, but doesn't knock down Lash Legend. Another commercial, guys. Doesn't this? Jeez. Nia's better than she used to be, but it's the plotting pace of the big man she has. Indeed, I agree. You know what? I think it's only fair that now I go ahead and switch over to my VPN. Thank you, Stephanie McMahon. Let's go ahead and put this thing on Toronto, guys. Yes, Toronto. That's where we live. Toronto. Yeah, I know. Look, favorite Hollywood rock promo of all time. Don't at me. Wait, did it connect? Okay, actually connected to my Toronto one. Okay, good. Go back to Netflix. Let me go ahead and do this. All right. Get into pacing here. Hold on. Let's see. Yes, let me issue out my Netflix. Let me resume back. And we are good. Yes, we are currently cooking. Okay, yes. Back to watching what Ted Turner would call wrestling. Okay, good. Lyra Valkyria tries to deliver a crossbody to Nia Jax. Of course, her weight doesn't go ahead and seem to outpower the immovable object. Nia Jax tries to issue out a pin. Lyra Valkyria kicks out at 2.
Nia once again regains control. Tag made to Lash.
I'm telling you now, I'm going to be in Vegas in about 2 weeks from Saturday. To me, I'm genuinely looking at this saying to myself, if they're going to get a match on a card, that might just end up being my bathroom break match. Is that bad for me to say, guys?
Have done a textbook job of cutting the ring in half, keeping Lyra isolated. And look at Lash using the middle rope as a weapon. That was unique. And now on the other side, right in front of us, coast to coast whiplash. I get it, whiplash. I didn't even realize that was just happenstance. Nice job. Things happen that way. Oh, look at the knee planted right in the spine. Cover now on Lyra to retain, and a kick out at 2 by Valkyria. And that may be an instance of lack of experience from Lash Legend. It's a bit of an overconfident cover. You can't blame the champions for being confident, but I think a little more weight on Lyra's shoulders might have ended this one for the champs. Now Lash cinching in a version of a stretch muffler submission. This is an absolutely agonizing position to be trapped in if you're Valkyria, especially someone with power.
Lash Legend really entering a submission move on Lyra Valkyria's leg while holding her upside down. Look at the display of power from Lash Legend. Lyra trying to power through. Does she get the sunset flip? No! Lash Legend recovers. Oh! What a lariat! Big clothesline from Lash Legend.
Tag made. Nia Jax once again legal for the champion team. Big headbutt scrambles the brain of Lyra Valkyria. We are live from Madison Square Garden in New York City. 18,171 on hand tonight on the road to WrestleMania.
18,000 packed out the garden? Huh. Okay, how much of that number was genuinely boosted? I just want to know. Because there's no way, like, I'm just saying.
Bailey off the apron and no one now for Lyra to tag. Jax now muscling up Valkyria. Big time Samoan drop. That could do it. Cover now to retain. And a kick out by Valkyria. Lyra, tremendous amount of guts. Ton of heart. We know that about her, former Intercontinental Champion. And as technically skilled as Lyra is, the champions have made her and Bailey look downright clueless since the opening bell. One-sided dominance. Trying to prevent Lyra from making a tag. Valkyria trying to drag herself to Bailey. And now a step up into Gary, catches Legend. Now Lyra's got an opportunity. Legend on spaghetti legs, but still refusing to relinquish her grasp on the ankle of Lyra. And now Legend again showing off her power. Went for vertical suplex.
Oh. What a DDT from Lyra.
Goes Legend. And now Lyra's got a chance. Bailey wants a tag. Critical moment in this match. Tag to Bailey.
Bailey now gets in with the tag from Lyra. Delivers an elbow onto the back of Lash Legend. 1, 2, kick out from Lash. Bailey's fired up now.
Bailey took a moment to survey the scene and make sure Nia was still where she's supposed to be.
So there was 1,522 tickets that were available, and somehow they ended up selling out within 10 hours. I smell comps.
God, what a kick. And Nia with a massive leg drop. Cover now. Bailey somehow got the shoulder up. We've already seen the men's tag titles change hands tonight. The Vision knocking off the Usos. Can Bailey and Lyra somehow pull this out to win the tag team gold? Not if Nia lands this, but... And Bailey, though, back to her feet, into the back of the knee and the hamstring of Nia Jax. Smart move by the veteran Bailey, trying to chop down Nia Jax. There's no way. Absolutely no
Bailey about to powerbomb Nia Jax? Okay. 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 Tag into Lyra Valkyria. Lyra going to the middle rope. Delivers a moonsault. 1, 2. Lash Legend stops the pin from hitting 3.
And Bailey now takes the fight to Legend. Oh! Valkyria rocks Legend, who answers running uppercut. Everybody's down.
Oh no, I saw those Backlash tickets. You don't have to tell me twice, man. Look. Listen, I know it's hell. I know it's hell.
Yes, it is.
Ah, the Bella Twins are now at ringside alongside a redone plastic surgery-wise Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Yeah, I know. I had to add that in. Guys, don't get mad at me. I hate what Charlotte has done to herself. Charlotte was always just a regular cool person. I don't know why she... I digress. Fifth one of the day. Jeez, man. An hour and 6 minutes in. Okay, all the women are going at each other. Oh. Lash beats the holy hell out of Brie. Now Nikki about to suffer the same fate. Gets tossed into the ring post. Laid down on the ring apron. Bayley, as Lash is doing that, tries to go ahead and do something to her. You know, it seemed like a jumping death press. But instead, Lash just ran her into the apron. Nia Jax goes ahead and delivers some kind of spine buster to Lyra. Just for Charlotte and Alexa Bliss to come in and attack her. And now the match ends in a DQ. Nia Jax and Lash Legend retain while all the women tag team groups are literally losing it in the ring, outside the ring. Huh. Okay. So what are we doing? Like a fatal 4-way tag team match at Mania? Is this what we might be pointing to? Alexa Bliss goes ahead and lays waste to Nia Jax, gets her outside the ring. Valkyria gets Lash onto the ropes. Bayley goes ahead and delivers a running knee. Now Lash and Nia Jax are both outside the ring with now the Bellas, Bayley and Lyra, and of course Charlotte and Alexa all standing in the ring. Yeah, I smell a multi-team match. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're not wrong, yo. Traveling to I looked at the ticket prices for what is it, Double or Nothing in New York City, and I was like, it's damn near a sellout. When I looked at the ticket prices, I was like, oh my gosh. You know, I feel much more better going ahead and going to a WWE to AEW show than paying for a WWE show like this. Insane. It's a crazy price right now.
On Friday, April 17th at 9 p.m. Pacific. Of course, we honor AJ Styles.
Styles, Bad News Brown, Demolition. Sid deserved this one. But Rodman? Dennis freaking Rodman over Cyndi Lauper in the Celebrity Wing? What are we doing? Raw, 7 days after the fall. Oh, they're showing that rerun of Brock and Oba. No Crush. Man, don't even get me started on Crush. Don't even get me started. I'm not doing this. Don't even get me started on... good grief. Just for Oba to go ahead and beat the holy hell out of Brock again.
2 weeks in a row.
I ain't never seen nobody do that.
Okay, Brock Lesnar is coming up next. We're getting Brock on the show coming up next. Perfect. I love this. Another Oba face-off? We need it. Feed the streets. Just feed the streets. We need it. Rodman gonna give the WWE a working relationship with North Korea before Trump? Ah, shit. Oh my God. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Are we gonna have live Beasts from the East again? North Korea edition? Is that what we're doing? Brock Lesnar versus one of Kim Jong-un's missiles. Book it. Book it. I have a storyline set up already. I digress. 6-1 of the evening, man. You guys are on a roll today trying to get me to break like this. Like, oh, man. And this is only from me. Can you imagine if Peeps was on the show today? Like, oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, I heard about this. July 18th, Saturday night's main event, hails from Madison Square Garden. I already know that ticket's going to be insane. I don't even want to imagine. Don't even talk to me about it. Look. Certainly not something I want to go ahead and go watch. I don't even care to go watch it. I'm good.
Tickets on sale Thursday.
When you make it a Netflix game night with Bongo Party, you don't know who might show up. Hi, Reggie.
Dermatoglyphics? Studying fingerprints. Duh.
If you got Netflix, you've got game night. Bye.
50-50 if my zipper's up or down anymore. It's a true flip of the coin.
Hold on, that's odd.
What's happening? I zipped up.
Oh, okay. Wait. Nah. This is just they're going ahead and giving commercials. I thought I was still on the USA version of like Netflix. I had to sit there and ask myself for a second. Wait, what is this? Seeing ads, and then I just had to, yeah. Long day, ladies and gentlemen. This is how it usually be.
Walk in like you own the air. Because confidence.
Oh no, don't get me started with these WWE shop. Look, funny enough, me and my boy are gonna be at Mania. He's already gotten a whole bunch of t-shirts from Hot Topic. And the shirts are way cheaper than what you would go ahead and get at WWE shop. And Hot Topic has some cool WrestleMania tees out right now. Tonight, free shipping on qualifying orders. Just free shipping? Shoot, give me a discount like y'all did with these WrestleMania tickets this year. Holy hell.
Bet you never saw this on Shark Week.
Well, we are back on Monday Night Raw. Let's get it.
I'm still trying to figure out what we just witnessed a few moments ago. Which part confused you, Cole? The nice part or the evil part? All of it.
Speaking of Madison Square Garden, WWE shall return July 18th for Saturday night's main event.
Danhausen doing the announcement for the fans has to be the most funniest thing. Come on.
This Thursday, April 2nd. Yes, pretty good. You better do it.
Nice job, Danhausen. Meanwhile, WWE Saturday night's main event does return to Madison Square Garden in New York City.
Tickets go on sale Thursday at 10 a.m. Wonder how many people are going to be in queue for that. Wonder how many scalpers are going to get to it first. He'd have to win out and see some losses to get out of the play-in. I just want one season, not from the play-in. Look, with my Knicks, I don't have to worry about that too much. So I get it. I get it. Hopefully you guys get in, though. Hopefully. All right, guys. Here comes the beast. There we go. There we go. Just what we needed.
We could have waited a few minutes. There'd be plenty of teeth to pick up.
Brock is in full fight mode attire. He's coming out like he's ready for WrestleMania. This isn't Brock with the mom jeans and the FAF5 t-shirt. This man's in fight shorts. Gloves applied, shoes on, hair tied back. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, bah. This is not good, my friend. Oh my God. What are we doing? What are we doing? Heat Knicks round one? I'd love that. I genuinely would. I'd be in Miami for a game. I wouldn't miss out. I really would not want to miss out on that. Look, I need my revenge. I need my revenge after Jimmy did what he did to us. Yo, I was at prom sitting there looking at that happen visually. My date was mad at me just because I sat there and watched that game in disbelief. And then to see us lose like that in game, what was it? Game 6? Oh no, that shit hurt me. No, that hurt me. Visibly, it hurt me. I digress, man. Jeez. Yeah, because I was really about to go to that game and then I missed out on it just to go to prom. Mind you, I'm still with Shorty. Still love her. You know, but damn. The Knicks, man. Heyman!
I am the advocate for the baddest dude walking the face of the planet. The real main event of WrestleMania. The Beast, the Conqueror.
Brock Lesnar! There we go. Yo, Brock is, man. Yo, you know what? Brock can take on a Korean missile. I believe it. Oba. Oh, yeah. Who? Yo, these chants for Oba, man.
To pontificate on the perils that await Oba
Femi. Okay, what does await Oba Femi? Talk to us. I want to know.
2 weeks ago, let's all be candid about this. Brock Lesnar was distracted by Seth freaking Rollins and was caught off guard by Oba Femi.
Talk about it. Okay.
Last week, right here on Monday Night Raw, Brock Lesnar was not dressed to fight. Brock Lesnar came out to have a beast-to-man conversation with Oba Femi. But of course, Oba Femi decided to pick a fight when Brock Lesnar just wanted a conversation. Well, if you notice, tonight, Brock Lesnar...
You don't want no conversation?
...dressed to...
Fight. Now, where Oba at? I need big meaty men slapping meat, okay? That's the... yo.
Everybody know that I've seen this happen for 25 years in WWE and in UFC. That when somebody locks eyes with Brock Lesnar ready to fight, that man pisses all over himself. That man leaves a puddle in the ring that has to be mopped up. And while they're mopping up the piss from Oba Femi, they might as well mop up Oba Femi from the beating he takes from Brock Lesnar. Enough!
Oh, Brock takes him.
Get your ass out here right now!
The fact that Brock finally took the mic and told Oba to get the hell out. Oh, my God. Okay, come on.
Actually, gentlemen, that will not be happening tonight.
Yo, you know what? I'm gonna finally say it. Fuck Adam Pearce, bro. Give me the fight, man.
My job is to preserve my main events for WrestleMania, and that is precisely what I am going to do. So with all due respect, I said with all due respect, Brock, I'm sorry, that will not be happening. It will not be happening.
Well, great.
Gentlemen, if you please, leave the ring. Please. Brock, it's not happening. Brock, it's not.
Ah! Oba say, yo, Pierce, shut up, bro. I'm coming out here. Here we go. Whoo! Hold on. I gotta do the strut. Whoo! 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 Woo! I love this. Look at the man. Oba! This is fire, yo. How can you hate on this man, Obafemi, man? Here comes the strut. Look at him. Look at him. Oh my gosh. I would call this aura, but aura is such an overused word. Yo, this face off. Even though Oba's on the outside of the ring, I'm loving this right now. Oba's just kicking the holy hell out of security. Oh! Oh! Oba really needed security. But did he just shove Pierce? Oba shoved Pierce. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oba Brock about to be face to face. Holy shit. Yo, the garden is shaking right now, bro. Oba. Shit about to get serious, bro. Shit is about to get serious. This is, oh my god. Oba's circling the ring while Brock is literally sizing up Oba. This is, yo, yup. Get up the steps. Get up the steps. Come on, Oba. Come on, man. Oh my gosh. Oh man, he said fuck the steps. This man got up on the apron. Brock is standing up straight now. Brock ain't running to attack him. Oba slowly stepping in the ring. I agree, MSG. Holy shit. Oh my god. Look at this, bro. This visual is insane right now, bro. Like, I just can't wait for this match at WrestleMania. Triple H is in the ring. Oh my god, he's stopping the both of them from going ham. Yo, Triple H, get the fuck out the ring, bro. Big ass nose for what? Dog, let them fade, bro. Is he really trying to stop these two giants from fighting each other, bro? Oh my god, look at the face off, bro. Triple H is really in the ring to stop this. Triple H is literally losing his shit telling Brock to get the hell out the ring. He doesn't want this to happen. Yo, this ain't fair, bro. Yo, Nose Man, get the hell out of here, dog. I'm trying to see these men maul each other, bro. Oh, shit. Brock just took out the freaking steps. He's trying to eat the steel steps at him. Aw, damn, Brock pussied out. Brock ain't do it. Brock is saying that he's inside Oba's head.
Here's the issue that Lesnar has. Obafemi marched in the ring, looked in his eyes, and Oba did not wet himself like Paul Heyman.
Oba didn't flinch, bro. Oba literally circled the ring like he was circling Brock like he was prey. And Brock is pissed off. Brock is about to F5 security. He just F-side security. Damn. That man had a family. That boy gone. Dead. Y'all need to stop calling things main event because we know this ain't gonna main event the show. Cody Hogan's getting the main event, so why are we calling this the main event? Please stop with that BS. But all in all, it seems as if Brock and Paul Heyman have exit stage left. Oh, Finn Balor promo. I'm seated.
We ran Raw for 4 years.
You're damn right y'all ran Raw for 4 years.
I done some things I'm not exactly proud of.
Also, now you want to...
some enemies, and I made a lot of bad decisions.
Oh, now you made a lot of bad
The worst
decisions, huh?
decision I made was thinking I could make a man out of Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah, that was your fault.
I'll give you credit. You learn one thing. You ran my playbook against me. Bravo. But Don't you remember? You turned your back on your father. When you were lost, it was me you turned to.
That is
I
facts.
was the one to step in and step up for you. You didn't lose the Intercontinental Championship because of me. You lost because you're a self-entitled
Cody has done so much for the black community to be called Cody Hogan. I agree at some certain points, but come on, man. The booking says itself.
Create that jackass. I'm responsible for creating you.
You're right.
So now, I'm responsible for destroying you.
So we are going to be getting Finn versus Dom at WrestleMania. But I just want the Demon to return. That's the truth, bro.
Good luck, Dom.
This is my favorite part out of Monday Night Raw, man. Open challenge for the Intercontinental title. Favorite wrestler? Hold on. How can you hate my boy Penta, bro? You gotta go ahead and hit the walk, bro. Oh my God, come on. Hit the strut, man. Orale, vato. Yo, what? There goes the strut. That's my dog right there, man. Hold on. I'm feeling like it's only right to go ahead and hit the mask today with Penta. It's only right. Look, we running up with zero fear today, man. I need the mask. I can't cooperate without the mask. Damn, Kofi? We're getting Kofi versus Penta? Okay. Even though Penta about to whip the holy hell at the man. Like, I'm just waiting for that Mexican destroyer at this point then. Shoot. But yes, okay. Got the mask on. We feeling good today. We feeling good. It's Penta. I have no problem with that. Yes, okay? We're good today. We're good.
Penta has vowed to be a fighting Intercontinental Champion and has lived up to that word, whether it be here in the United States or south of the border, where he will go one-on-one.
Yo, but real talk, guys, I'm gonna ask y'all a quick question. Do y'all think I should rock this at WrestleMania? I'm thinking about really rocking the Penta mask for night one. Face paint and all. Like, what do you guys think? Hell no. Please don't give me no Vikingo. I don't want no Vikingo at WrestleMania, bro. Don't you miss me with that, bro. Yeah, that entrance is so fire, man. Rock the mask at WrestleMania. You're saying yes to that? Okay, you know what? I'm doing it. Face paint and all. You guys got this from me. I'm doing it. I'm gonna rock the mask. I'm gonna be 8 shots in that day. I'm definitely rocking the mask. I'll do it. I'll do it for night one. Yeah, y'all got my word. I'll do it. I'm just glad to see Penta's champion, man. Bro deserves it. Even though they treated my dog Ray Phoenix wrong, you know? You know, I really want to be out here screaming Animo too, but like, you know, damn, man. Yo, they give the New Day too much flack for saying that they theme song trash. I ain't gonna lie to you. That song low-key cool. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's just that Grayson Waller is just too vanilla in this group, bro. It reminds me of Owen Hart in the freaking Nation. Like, it's just like, what the heck? Even though Owen Hart was entertaining, rest his soul. But it's like, what the hell? Grayson Waller does not fit in this, bro. Definitely Cero Miedo after 8 shots. Yes! But genuinely, it might just be Cero Mierda after I take those 8 shots. Yes, instead of Miedo, it's gonna be Mierda, okay? I ain't gonna give 0 shits. I'm telling you. Give it those 8 shots. I don't even know what I might be drinking in Vegas, guys. You know, at this point, I might just say screw it and I'm taking the tequila. But who knows? We'll see. Put your name on WrestleMania history. Print it on the ring canvas where champions are made. They're really selling ring canvases? Bro, fuck that, man. Just for y'all to put my name on a freaking canvas? If y'all let me stand up and actually... Bro. People really paid for that? Guys, people really paid to get their names on the canvas right now for this current match at Monday Night Raw in Madison Square Garden. Yeah, Walle's back on the mix, bro. But no, this... Yo, people really paid more than, like, thousands to do that? So people are retarded, man. I'm like, man, shoot. Oh, before YouTube tries to dope me. Okay, guys, I apologize for that. Okay, because, yeah, I know how they feel about the R word. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know, I'll scale back. I'll scale back. Yeah, I know they've always sold the pieces of canvas, but no, they actually got people's names printed on the canvas. People paid to get their name on the canvas, and once the show's over, I guess they're going to cut out that piece and put it on a plaque just for people to go ahead and have it to go home with.
Depending on the result of that one, we could see Vikingo at WrestleMania, or we could see Kofi have to defend the gold against Vikingo. First time ever, the Intercontinental title.
Yo, this is really just like to pay for that. Like, oh jeez. Kofi wins Kofi v Evans for IC title at Mania.
Quite the opposite. I spoke to Kofi earlier today, and he said the best way to impress a young superstar like Evans is lead by.
Why would we leave out Penta? I love that idea, but why would we leave out Penta? You know what we need for WrestleMania when it comes down to the IC title? We need a ladder match, okay? That's what we need. I need something to issue out my nostalgia of Money in the Bank. Give me what we got at WrestleMania 31. WrestleMania 32. Those back-to-back ladder matches were chef's kiss. With Daniel Bryan winning 31 and Ryder winning 32, even though he lost the following night. You know, I still have a gripe with that. But I would love to see another IC title ladder match. Give me that. Instead of leaving Penta out of it. Kofi's a high flyer. Javon's a high flyer. Penta's a high flyer. Give me a ladder match. This is WrestleMania we're talking about. Solo matches, I hate this. Like, come on. This is the best time for some of the greatest gimmick matches. Which is why I feel like Drew and Jacob should have been Hell in a Cell. But I digress. Kofi tried to go ahead and hit up a high-flying match, and Penta hit a code breaker on him. Kaput. Penta and Phoenix in a ladder match with Vision and Uso with others. So what are we going to be doing? Are we going to run like... Are we running back like that one ladder match that the Bucks had with Penta and Phoenix? Yo, I will never forget that spot with Penta going ahead and hitting that Mexican Destroyer off the ladder into the tables with the Bucks. If we would have run that back at WrestleMania, I honestly would not be mad at that. But we know Big Nose Triple H is not going to let that happen. Although I would have loved to see it happen. That's not a bad idea. If they were to go in that direction, then cool. But I just don't know about if they were to have Penta lose tonight. Because what would that mean? Transitional champion? He's only had it for a couple of weeks now.
Tag team champion. And Kofi now, nice move. That springboard off the second rope into a drop kick.
Which was a pretty solid match, Corey. I have to say, it was a really solid match. I love that match. I think it was at Double or Nothing, right? If I stand corrected. Oh, he was trying to hit a destroyer to Kofi. Kofi counters with a suplex onto the apron. Wow. Kofi stopping Grayson from interfering in the match. First All Out. That's what it was.
Texas was feeling trapped. Now
taxes is filing from anywhere with the support of a trusted Canadian TurboTax expert.
Yo, I have to be back on the American version, right? Because why is it that I'm getting more ads?
And today,
This is stupid.
just might be from bed.
Look, I digress. 7th one of the evening, bro. I ain't got time to go ahead and get mad at this right now. I'll just allow the ads to take control, man.
Boxing is the only thing that gives me purpose. When the chips are down, don't ever doubt me.
But it's already 9:36. It seems like we only have one more hour of Monday Night Raw left. Look, I'm just ready for that exchange between Roman and Punk. Okay, you know, I'm just ready for that. That's all I care about this evening. This needs to carry. It needs to carry a whole lot of hype. That's what I'm excited about.
And more. A night like no other. A celebration in Las Vegas. Be there when icons become legends. The WWE 2026 Hall of Fame. Tickets on sale now.
Something from the Upside Down must have survived last year.
Looks like it's mutating.
If y'all want some color, it has to be real next month. You know what? I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it. You know what? Next week, Quarter Brain, you'll be on for this watch party. Why not? I would love to have that. That would be cool. You know what? On the road to WrestleMania, that would be cool. Quarter Brain, you can come on next week. I like that idea. I like that idea.
A true flip of the coin. I don't know what's happened. I've zipped up my whole life. And now, just head out. I'm like, all right, I'll see you boys later. Just head out. Take my pants off at home, they come off easy. I'm like, oh, that was 4 hours I was walking around like.
All right, well, it seems like we're coming back from a commercial break in 3, 2, 1. All right. That's still currently taking place.
Defending the Intercontinental Championship against Kofi Kingston. Live tonight on Monday Night Raw. Corey and I were just talking about it a few moments ago. The importance of this championship.
Genuinely, I'm just hoping that the match just gives me good luck with Penta winning tonight. That's all I care about.
Greats that have defended the title inside this building, the home of WWE.
Beyond the world's most famous arena, this is a pro wrestling cathedral, highly respected by everyone who's ever walked through the doors. Kofi Kingston would love to become Intercontinental Champion again on these sacred grounds. And I've been impressed with Kingston.
Penta out here delivering a series of kicks to Kofi Kingston.
So much
Face buster to Kofi Kingston by Penta. Penta seeming to gain momentum right now. Gets countered. Kofi hits a SOS on Penta. 1, 2. Penta kicks out at 2.99.
You got Grayson Waller over here arguing with the WWE fans as Kofi Kingston came within a fraction of a second of achieving his goal of becoming Intercontinental Champion.
In fairness to Waller, Kofi Kingston did tell him he wants to do this on his own to stay out of the business.
Maybe Waller could go to the back rather than arguing with Jeff Ross behind us.
He's trying to get over. Oh, and Kingston now with a leg drop to the back of the neck of Penta. Again into a cover. And again, Penta's got a kick out. And Kofi almost won the title.
I stand corrected. Waller was making fun of that dork Rosenberg in the second row. Look out, Cole. No.
Oh, Grayson Waller now placing.
Grayson seems to be implementing himself in this match too much. And as he's doing that, it seems as if the Garden crowd is erupting with fireflies. No, R.I.P. Bray Wyatt. It's so odd to see fireflies right now, but you know what? I like this. It doesn't seem like they really cared about the match, though. Oh! Kofi tried to soul over the top rope. Penta caught him midair and then kind of suplexed him onto the announce table. Mexican Destroyer to Grayson Waller, perfect. WWE has been doing too many announcer spots lately. I agree. Too many. Way too many. Penta now going to the top rope. Oh! Trouble in Paradise by Kofi. Well, oh my God. What a spot. Penta tried to go ahead and go for a high-flying move from the top rope. And in the meantime, Kofi reversed it ASAP with a Trouble in Paradise in midair. Tried to pin Penta, and Penta once again kicked out. I love that. That was a great spot. Oh my gosh. And the Trouble in Paradise connected way flush. I love that. That was great. Kofi now putting Penta onto the top turnbuckle. It seems like he's trying to go for a suplex. Penta counters. Penta now hitting a Panama Sunrise into a Mexican Destroyer. Oh my God, what a sell. What a sell. 1, 2, 3. Penta retains. I can't be happier. Still cero miedo. And I'll do that for you, gentlemen, right there. Wow. Perfect. Penta wins, I'm happy. That's all I care about. As long as Penta wins.
It's a symbol for everything he has scratched and clawed and fought for his entire life, his entire career. Penta extremely proud of the gold and will defend it until he can't anymore. There we see on the outside, right here on our announce desk, Kofi Kingston spine first. A Mexican Destroyer for Grayson Waller, just for good measure. And the champ.
Forever cero miedo. Forever cero miedo. I agree.
Let's head up to Jackie Redmond.
Penta, congratulations on another successful title defense.
I talked to Adam Pearce. It's done. At WrestleMania, my title hangs above the ring.
We're getting a ladder match! Yes!
Climb and fall. Because up there is not your world. That's my kingdom.
We're getting a ladder match for the IC10 at WrestleMania. Oh my God. Ladder match! Yes! Cero miedo! Oh my God. WrestleMania about to cook. WrestleMania about to cook. Oh, we about to cook. We about to get something generational with that ladder match. Oh my God, I got what I wanted.
Up there is not your world. It's
oh my gosh. We're getting Penta in a ladder match. I mean, yo. They low-key cooking. They low-key cooking, guys. They low-key cooking. Here comes Paul Heyman again.
Well, not that it's any of your business, but the Beast has left the world's most famous arena.
Good to know. And I noticed you were on your phone. Did you happen to see any interesting email today?
What's with you and emails? I don't do emails. Emails are a recap of a previous conversation.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
I am from New York. We keep our ear to the ground. We keep our nose in the gutter. That's
You're right, but I still read my emails, Paul. You're just acting like Hillary Clinton. Shoot.
I smell the stench of a corporate general manager.
I mean, he is corporate.
If you think that one's bad, say out in the ring now. We're gonna see who has
Guys, Braun is coming. Braun is coming. I'm telling you, Braun is coming. Give it a couple of minutes. Braun is coming.
Still to come tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Roman Reigns and CM Punk live once again under the same roof. You got to wonder how Punk's going to react after being put through the announce table by Reigns last week. Well, speaking of live events happening right here in New York City, how about the announcement earlier tonight? Saturday night's main event is headed to MSG July 18th. Tickets go on sale this Thursday, 10 a.m. in the East. Or you can use the pre-sale now code.
Oh. Dominic?
Wonder where he was.
Dominic? I want to boo so bad right now. Fuck you, Dom! I know Uncle Triple C's gonna watch this later and be like, what the hell? Okay, so I am on the Toronto version of, you know, Netflix right now. I'm cool with that.
Still your Intercontinental Champion.
How are you still the Intercontinental Champion? Where's the title? You're the AAA champion. He already fucked up the promo.
But thanks to Finn Balor, not once, but twice, he cost me that opportunity to get my title back. So at WrestleMania, Finn Balor, you better believe there will only be one man standing tall, and that is El Rey de los Luchadores, Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
Bro, you better catch the biggest L in WrestleMania history. Miss me with that shit, man. Yo, Dom about to take the biggest L ever. I kid you not. I'm calling it.
That was short and sweet. How the king of the luchadors does it.
Like, I just love to hate Dom, yo. Like, I really do. I know Uncle Triple C can digress later. It's okay. But I can't wait to see what we can expect from Paul Heyman. Again, I am hoping and I'm pulling for Braun Breaker to come out and spear the holy hell out of Seth Rollins, furthering their clash at WrestleMania. That would just mean everything to me.
World title is now available to watch anytime on WWE's YouTube. And don't miss Super Boxing 5, Cortez versus Garcia, taking place this Saturday, April 5th at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, on exclusively on Paramount Plus. It'll be Sunday on Paramount Plus.
Okay, well, we are back to regularly based programming, and Paul Heyman is now in the middle of the ring.
Before I was so rudely interrupted. What is the lighting guy from New Jersey or something?
We gonna come and blow New Jersey up, bro. F New Jersey.
Out of the way. First of all, in the words of the late great Howard Finkel, and new World Tag Team Champions, Austin Theory, Logan Paul, the Vision.
Vision Loki walking into WrestleMania with the tag titles is just crazy to me, yo.
You know, I tried to do something special for all of you. I tried.
Oh, really?
Humanitarian that I am.
Ha! Paul Heyman, humanitarian. Tell that to Tommy Dreamer.
Tried to give you live.
I digress. 8-1 of the night.
Madison
Okay.
Square Garden, Brock Lesnar versus Femi. And that wannabe mid-level suck-up mid-management so-called pseudo-general manager Adam Pearce.
Will you please put a sock in it?
I have tried
a couple of times tonight to help you all, Paul Heyman. So I'm going to ask you again what I just asked you a couple of minutes ago. Have you checked your email today?
It must be about Seth being cleared.
I'm a wise man. I'm a GOAT. I'm a Hall of Famer. I'm an advocate. I'm an oracle. I see the future. And whether I do that by hacking into your emails or listening to phone calls I'm not supposed to be on, there's nothing, Adam Pearce, that you will ever tell me that I don't already know.
Is that so? So then you know Boston Police Department has dropped all charges against Seth Rollins.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Surely you know that.
Seth got out of jail?
Of course I knew that. What do you think? I'm Paul Heyman. Of course I knew that. What? Let me guess. I'm supposed to be afraid, Mr. Pierce. I'm standing here in the ring in my hometown. I am the native New Yorker in WWE. I fear no man. I am the last manager standing from the 1980s.
Yeah, Seth is about to show up.
And Madison Square Garden can testify. I am the last promoter standing from the 1990s.
He's not wrong about that. You know, he's not wrong. He was having ECWs at the Manhattan Center and the Hammerstein Ballroom, which is not even 3 blocks away from MSG.
Then you also read in your email that as of this very second, Seth freaking Rollins
It's cleared?
is medically cleared to
We're getting Braun versus Seth at WrestleMania. Ah! Whoa! Look, and there is Seth right there, dressed in black. We got a masked man. We're gonna have a masked man. Hold on. Rollins hits him with the chair in the back. Hold on. This isn't set in stone. I don't fully trust this. Braun is here tonight. There's no way Seth is just going to lay waste to Paul Heyman right now. There's no way. There has to be a masked man somewhere. Either that or Braun is back. I feel like Braun is back. The crowd is cheering. Someone's back. Gunther! This is what we're doing?
And Rollins now fading. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Peeps must be salivating right now.
Seth Rollins is out.
Seth and Walter? This is what we're doing for Mania? Holy shit. Okay, that's a shift in the dynamic.
Well, it is pretty apparent that the
Wait, is Gunther already bleeding? What the hell? Yo, this savage ass motherfucker.
has another career in his sights.
Another career? Ain't no way he in Seth Rollins' career. Yo, we can fuck out of here with that shit, bro. We know who's winning at WrestleMania. Screw that. Wait. But hold on. He didn't align himself with Paul, though. So what are we doing here? That's... Huh. You know what, guys? You know what I'm going to do right now? I'm going to text my co-host.
Some nights.
That was,
Cards.
huh?
Or dice.
I don't know how to feel about that.
Every move.
I really don't know how to feel about that.
A strategy sharpened.
That was,
Always.
huh?
Watching your back.
I wholeheartedly agree with you, Corey. Zero build, but will be a match of the year contender. I agree. That match, I could see a lot being in store for that match, but I need a why. You know, again, like with some of the AEW matches that take place, the match is always amazing, but the builds sometimes can be a bit wonky. I know Tony has been cleaning up his act with the way that the builds go as of, you know, like the last couple of months into like last year. But it's like, for me, I'm like, this is the WWE that always focuses on the build. What's the payoff, right? If there's no, you know, build for Rollins and Gunther, and we're literally 3 weeks away, what are we doing? Like, because we all thought Gunther had something else coming for him. But, huh. That's fairly new. Look, it catches my attention. I will be seated because I feel like this will be a great match. But wow, huh?
Add him to the list, right? I suppose so.
That is, wow. Gunther Rollins. That's what we doing for me, bro. The way I'm seeing it right now, WrestleMania looks like it's about to be one of those WrestleMania 31 situations where the build to everything was just superficially ass, but once you get to the actual show, everything is literally cooking. This Raw pretty much set a whole lot of things into stone, but I'm just like, huh. Now we know what's about to steal the show at WrestleMania. If Seth can find a way to not get injured during that match, we are in store for a WrestleMania classic. But wow.
Seth freaking Rollins is medically clear to compete.
That was, huh. That was certainly something.
The last words the Oracle Paul Heyman expected to hear, and Rollins would arrive with vengeance in hand. Yeah, he dropped Heyman with the chair, and then he wanted to do more damage to Heyman. He was looking to stomp Paul's face through the chair. Rollins wanted his pound of flesh after Heyman insulted Seth's family last week. But before Rollins could finish the task, the career killer, the ring general, Gunther, would hit the scene and put the architect to sleep. Yeah, he would put Rollins to sleep on the announce table. And then pointing to the WrestleMania sign, the career killer making his intentions known. Monday Night Raw is live on Netflix tonight, and there is the face of Netflix Sports with her family, the great Elle Duncan, enjoying things here at the Garden tonight.
Okay, Raquel Rodriguez versus Io Sky. Well, final match of the night before we get that confrontation between Roman and Punk. We are seated. We are excited. I can't wait to see what happens and what comes of this. But I feel like all hell about to break loose. It needs to break loose. I'm still trying to catch myself with what I just experienced with Gunther.
Sky. Certainly a clash of styles in this one. No pun intended.
Io, former two-time world champion.
Both have been tag champs. Raquel able to stop the momentum of Io Sky. That is freakish power from the Ruda.
Look at Io fight back, though.
As we're sitting here, Raquel looks like she's about to go ahead and try to win this match. Of course, Io's doing her thing.
Misdirection by Sky.
Io showing off now. She
Drops Raquel Rodriguez. That was a nice drop kick.
Raquel's really taking in a lot of offense from Io Sky right now. You know, Raquel in a death spot before Roman and Punk. Yup, certainly it's the death spot. That's what I call it. Anyway, what I call it. But this is the last leading hour, so you know you're looking at the last 30 minutes. Everybody's kind of seated already, so you're expecting at least a good little match from this, which I think should only last about the next like 5 to 10 minutes. So I think they're really speed running through this match, and that's why the offense is really getting to where it's at. And the pacing is incredible as of right now. A little too fast for my liking, but you know what? It is what it is. I get it. We're trying to get towards the ending segment, and they're probably going to give a lot of time to that. But I have to say, they're doing good right now. They are genuinely doing good. I like this so far.
And I think the one thing that's been missing from Rodriguez's game is the confidence. It's like Raquel finally believes in herself. Like she's finally realized that she has the size advantage that she does, that she is as freakishly strong as she is. And I truly don't think Raquel's going to stop until she's a world champion. Raquel did knock off Io and
I mean, it's been long overdue for her to be a world champion. I understand why we're giving it to Liv and stuff, but, you know, I just want to see Raquel in main title contention, you know?
Raquel trying to block it.
As it seems like Io Sky's trying to deliver an armbar to Raquel while she's standing, but
that's disheartening if you're Io.
Io gets back on her feet,
You realize that no matter
delivering
what
several punches to Raquel. Takes a big boot from Raquel Rodriguez. Big mommy cool. Showing out her inner Diesel. Sahana bomb? Is that where we're going? Oh no. Oh. You know, I feel like that was a little botch. I guess she was supposed to run into the ring post. But instead, it pretty much just ended with her going ahead and getting tossed out the ring. Genius of the Sky going for a moonsault. And she lands it flush onto Raquel Rodriguez outside the ring. Perfect moonsaults in stereo from Io Sky. Look, you know, and I hate calling her Io Sky. For me, it will continuously always be Io Shirai. Forget the Sky shit. Man, you know, Vince, man. Vince killed a lot of momentum with some of these names, man, because the names were fine. Good grief, man.
I'll take it from here.
Now Taxes is a Canadian TurboTax expert ready to tag in and file for you.
The king has returned. Tyson Fury.
But it's 10:03, guys. We're literally getting there. Ah. The Sixers lost, which means the New York Knicks have clinched an Eastern Conference top 6 seed in the NBA playoffs. Let me move away from wrestling for a little bit. My Knicks! My New York Knickerbockers! Playoffs again. We need a chip. I've seen it all within the last couple of years. We've gone to Eastern Conference semis, lost to the Pacers. Eastern Conference Finals, lost to the Pacers again. Now, okay, beyond anything else, I need an NBA Finals berth. For the first time, okay, since the year 1999. Give it to me. Please, Lord. Please, I'm asking you, I beg you. Let me see orange and blue skies in the month of May into June. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. But, all in all, let's get back to professional wrestling. Of course, Monday Night Raw taking place in the home of the Knickerbockers, Madison Square Garden. We're literally going into the final 30 minutes of the show. We are literally in the final stretch of the show. Of course, Io Sky, Raquel Rodriguez happening right now. And then in a couple of more minutes, we get the Punk and Roman face-off. This is, look, the builds to WrestleMania so far, like I said, a lot of it has been shitty, but this Raw seems like it's setting a lot in motion. But again, that Gunther and Seth match, that really has caught my attention now. I can't stop thinking about it. I texted Peeps, and Peeps went ahead and said to me, I guess we have a solution to the Walter problem, LOL. It's funny, I was washing dishes while I was watching, and I almost dropped the plate I was washing, LOL. Peeps is salivating at this. He loves it. I do as well. So, look, let's see what comes of it. I'm just asking for great stuff. 18 more seconds to the side. And then we'll get back to this match. Perfect. Ooh, this is really about to happen, guys. Oh, man.
Bet you never saw this on Shark Week.
Okay. Back to the show indeed.
And Io Sky looking to rally against Raquel Rodriguez here in front of over 18,000 Madison Square Garden on the road to WrestleMania 2 weeks from Saturday. Io roll up now, Raquel.
Ooh, Io with a perfect roll up into a stomp onto the chest of Raquel.
Raquel, who's been outpowering Io through this entire matchup. But Io using her quickness to get back in this.
This could come down to
Io tries to Irish whip Raquel into the turnbuckle. Instead fails to. Raquel does so. Io reverses. Gets on the outside of the apron. Kind of stuns Raquel in the meantime. Gets a missile drop kick as a catapult move. We're getting Io in full stereo. I love it. I love it. Walter versus Seth as a favor. Heyman in return. Brock versus Walter at SummerSlam. That's not a bad idea. I like that, Corey. Walter versus Seth as a favor. Heyman in return. Brock versus Walter at SummerSlam. I can see the build to that. I can genuinely see the build to that. I like that. Oh, Io tries to hit the moonsault again. Raquel gets her feet up. Oh, straight up yeeted Io over to the other side of the ring. She tried to pin Io right then and there, but Io kicks out at 2. That's cool, although, does this mean Seth takes an L to Walter at WrestleMania? Certainly that wouldn't mean Seth's career is over, though, right? Oh my gosh, another stomp for Io. Io tries to go ahead and get the pin. Raquel also gets the shoulder up and kicks out at 2.
Io feeling desperate, but you had to expect a cover like that when you're dealing with someone as strong as
what? Asuka getting Kairi Sane to go out there, and as she's doing that, she's literally forcing Kairi to the ring. Io is conflicted as she sees Kairi right there, and Io doesn't understand why she's there. She sensed Raquel. Raquel instead hits the big boot on Kairi. Io rolls Raquel up. Raquel kicks out at 1.5.
Io out of the way just in time. Kick connects. Rodriguez on spaghetti legs.
Asuka still has this issue with Io Sky. It's been brewing for months.
Io.
Now top rope. Oh, what a DDT.
What a perfect DDT from Io Sky. And as Raquel is literally right next to the turnbuckle, it seems as if Io Sky is setting up for the end.
Another bullet train attack from Sky. Trying to put Raquel in position for the over the moonsault.
Meanwhile, as Io might look like she's about to hit the moonsault, she sees Asuka literally as if she's laying waste to Kairi and about to beat the holy out of Kairi. Io Sky tries to save Kairi. Ooh. Io looked like she took a lot from that dive, but she's up. And she saves Kairi in the meantime. But at what cost? Io saying to Kairi that she's doing this for her. But at what cost? Because as we can see, Raquel is now up. And it seems as if she's going for a Tana bomb. And she gets all of it. 1, 2, 3. Io saves Kairi at the cost of a loss to Raquel Rodriguez. So I want to ask, do you think we're going to be getting Io Sky versus Asuka at WrestleMania then for the custody of for Kairi Sane? Is this where we going? What are we doing here? Kairi Sane on a forklift match? Shark cage? What are we doing here, guys? Well, 10:10 p.m. That match is over.
Announcement earlier on that he's going to defend the Intercontinental Championship in WrestleMania
in a ladder match.
Guys,
Our general manager Adam Pearce has been putting together
I'm
the
sorry,
field for this match.
but it's officially
qualifying matches have
10
been held
o'clock,
on Saturday nights,
10:10 to
I
be
should say,
exact.
have been held on WWE,
And
Thursdays of the WWE.
oh, the match has already been set up.
Look at the field thus far. Dragon Lee.
Dragon Lee, Javon Evans, Rusev, and JD.
Rusev and JD McDonough of the Judgment Day. This one has show stealer written all over it already. He had a couple of other matches have been made for WrestleMania here.
Oh, they
tonight.
cook you. Oh, they cook you.
Dominic Mysterio gonna
Finn
go
and
in
Dom.
Las Vegas. Remember,
We're eating good.
for a year, Dominic actually pinned Finn.
Yo, we low-key eating good this year. Yo, they really lighted up a lot of these good matches, yo.
Tag team championship match. If that's any indication,
So we are getting a Fatal 4-Way Women's Tag Team title match. Lash and Nia, Charlotte, Alexa, Lyra, Bailey, and the Bellas.
defend against the Bellas, Flair and Bliss, and Lyra and Bailey. But that's not all.
It isn't? Oh, yeah. Earlier today, John Cena hosting WrestleMania just to boost ticket sales that are literally lower than they were last year.
You can see when it comes out. I'm also on the road, which is ironic because there's a road to WrestleMania going on, and Hollywood is really close to Vegas. Rumor around this town is WrestleMania needs a host. Well, I'm already on that road, so I will see you at WrestleMania.
And then breaking news from earlier today.
John Cena's hosting Mania.
Returns, not in the ring, but he returns to host WrestleMania.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad. Look, I got to see him win 17 and I get to see him the second year in a row. Look, I'm cool with that. You know, it's funny. All the Manias that I've attended, I have seen John Cena at each and every single one. I can't be mad at myself. Look. And coming up next, Roman Reigns, CM Punk live. Oh my God, under the same roof, under the rafters of those of the historic garden. I can't ask for nothing better. I can't ask for nothing better. Oh jeez, this is about to hit like crack in the 80s, man. Well, it seems like they're still probably going to go ahead and wait to put the feedback on. But as we sit here and wait, guys, what are you expecting from this show itself?
Wherever you're watching around the world,
What are you expecting? What are you thinking will happen? I can't wait. I'm hoping that it probably ends in a brawl. People are still waiting for a Larry reference. I don't think it's ever going to happen. You know? But all in all, people have been talking about some final boss. I don't see no final boss until WrestleMania. You know, final boss go ahead and show up in New York City would be cool, but no. The final boss at WrestleMania. That's what I call for. And while we're waiting, the young OG currently has an interview. Yo, I love Javon, man. He's a W. Yo, that's it. Javon is great, man.
I've known you for a long time since you arrived at the Performance Center. I got to keep it real with you. I want to know what you think your late grandmother would think right now, because she is the one who got you into this great sport, into the WWE. What's she thinking about you going to WrestleMania?
All right, look, you try and make the young OG cry, but I'm not gonna cry. All right, but she would tell me two things. One, have fun, and one, two, be safe. I feel like I need to absorb that knowledge going into WrestleMania, especially in a lot of matches. But guess what? The young OG is ready. And the young OG ready to get. Oh, wait. What? You gotta save it.
Okay.
You gotta save it. Hold on. But I just want to tell everybody, bro, I'm going to WrestleMania. I'm excited, and that boy is.
That boy bouncy.
Young OG, you're headed to WrestleMania, but the main event of WrestleMania is coming up in just a matter of moments. The two-man Roman Reigns, CM Punk live next Raw.
I'm going to WrestleMania.
How can you hate this kid, bro? Yo, Javon's great.
Backstage, hoping to get on the status of Seth Rollins after what was both a shocking and vicious attack at
Jackie
the hands
Redmond.
of
Pierce.
Adam,
Pierce,
actually,
come on.
Perfect.
Give us an update.
Is Seth in there? Do you have any sort of update on his status?
Jackie, you want an update on Seth Rollins? Well, here it is. He's in there. He's pissed off. He's hurting, but you heard me say it. He is medically clear, and he's looking for a receipt. And Jackie, he will have the opportunity at WrestleMania. It will be Seth freaking Rollins, one-on-one with the ring general Gunther. And that is official.
WrestleMania's cooking, bro! Oh my god. WrestleMania's cooking. This is what I came for. This is what I have been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, put your ones up. Okay. We are in the vicinity of the OTC, the head of the table, the man who holds the number 1,316, the tribal chief, the man, the myth, the legend, Roman Reigns. And as Pyro goes off in Madison Square Garden and everybody has their ones up in unison, Roman Reigns travels down to the ring to await the face-off with the World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk. Oh, we're getting it all. But with it being 10-17, where Gucci Mane at? But with it being 10-17, are we gonna have an overrun here? Even though we know Nose Man doesn't like overruns, likes to end it at 10-25 for some stupid freaking reason. 10-25, you know, we get 3-hour SmackDowns, but 2.25-hour Raws. Fuck, man, you know what? I digress. 9th one of the night. Hopefully that's the last one. Jeez, man. Roman out here dabbing up the fans down the aisle. He's out here smiling into the camera. He's out here being that arrogant tribal chief. And as you can see, a knockoff Great Value Eddie Kingston ringside pointing to his OTC shirt. Corey, if you're watching, I know you caught that reference. He kind of does look like Eddie Kingston. I'm sorry. But, look, this is the real main event of WrestleMania, guys. This is all I care about. This is genuinely all I care about. And this is like the last face-off that we're going to get before Roman faces Punk in Sacramento, which I believe is the go-home Raw. So we ain't going to see Roman for another 2 weeks after this. So genuinely, this has to mean a lot.
Our announce desk was destroyed when Roman Reigns powerbombed CM Punk through it. And almost amazingly, disturbingly, CM Punk was laughing.
Again, this has to mean everything, yo. This genuinely has to mean everything.
He's done everything he could to push the buttons of Roman Reigns, and last week, Roman lost control. He punished Punk, but did Punk come out on top last week?
I'd rather us go back to the old tribal chief song. Like the old head of the table song was way better than this one. That's just my thought process. I still bop to it because it's, you know, it's the same cadence, the same tune, you know, but I like the older version better. The Mad King, a proud New Yorker. Yup.
Roman looking out at the over 18,000 in the house that Bruno built, Madison Square Garden.
Okay, here we go. Are we gonna wait for Punk to come out, or are you just gonna go ahead and start asking MSG to acknowledge you? OTC chants echoing out in the world's most famous arena. I already know how this is gonna go. Madison Square Garden, acknowledge me. Yeah, I know. Cool, no problem. Come on, get to it. We got like 4 minutes left. Come on, or if we gonna have an overrun, we gonna have an overrun. Come on, give me some good. Roman Reigns, Roman Reigns. Okay, all the aura farming is cool, Roman, but can we just get to the point? We're not getting this overrun, are we, huh? Are we just... Yo, where Punk at, yo?
New York City!
Uh-huh. Okay, there we go. Right on time.
Acknowledge me.
I knew it. Okay. Come on. Let's get to the nitty-gritty. Perfect. Right on schedule. Oh, Punk got his fist taped up. It don't look like he's ready to cut a promo battle. It looks like he's ready to fight.
Punk's got his fists taped and fire in his eyes. We might have a fight on our hands.
Yeah, this a brawl. Okay, we ain't getting no promo battle. This is just a fade. Oh yeah, they throwing hands. They throwing hands. In stereo. Oh, Punk won that battle. Oh, he's still going. Oh yeah, right hand. Irish whip. He tries to go for a lariat. Roman overpowers him and drops Punk.
Emotion oozing out of the pores of these men. The hatred bubbling to a head.
Roman trying to send Punk outside the... He sends Roman outside the ring instead. Roman now down and out ringside. Punk is now egging to Roman. Hitting him on... Head bouncing off the announce table. Oh my gosh. Yo, these men are having a brawl. Okay. Punk. Another right hand. Another right hand. Right into the ring post. Now the men are coming out to try to stop him. Oh, I don't need another pull apart. No. Whoop ass. Yes. This needs to be raw activity. Okay. Okay, Roman powers back with two right hands. Another right hand. Another right hand. Oh my gosh. He's going for the power bomb. Instead, everybody tries to stop Roman, and Roman's now pushing everybody ahead. Oh my gosh. He's going for the power bomb again. Punk gets up for the power bomb. Punk is hitting him back with more right hands. Punk escapes it. Punk picks Roman up. Everybody's getting Roman off of Punk. Oh my God, now this is what I call a brawl. Roman spears. Oh my God, Petey Williams took a spear. CM Punk picks up Roman for the GTS. It connects. This is mayhem. I love it. Oh my God. Punk really hit the go to sleep on Roman. Last week, it was Roman hitting the spear on Punk. Is Punk about to send Roman through the table? Oh my God. Punk is out there looking at that table like a sick fuck. Give it to me. Give it to me. Punk, you better not listen to these people. Don't turn your back on Roman Reigns. Send that MFer through the table. Send him through the table. Punk going for a power bomb. Oh my God, he has Roman up. Send him through the table with a power bomb. These guys are trading blows. Holy hell. Holy hell. Oh my God. Did he just say who's MFing old now? Oh my God. Oh my God. Now he's sitting down crisscross applesauce in front of a stud and down and out Roman Reigns. Oh, he's singing the song to him. And while he's beating the holy hell out of him, this is how you end the Monday Night Raw. Punk has gone mental. Wow.
The damnedest thing I've ever seen. It has been a long, long time, Cole.
Well,
since we've seen this look in CM Punk's eyes.
They're making this worth it for me. Look.
Maybe Punk was right last week.
Can't even be mad.
Maybe Roman needs help.
I can't even be mad.
I think they both do. And we still got 2 weeks to go to WrestleMania.
And just like that, Raw goes off the air. Next week, Houston, Texas. Ah, damn. Toyota Center. Let's see what happens then, but wow. Yup. At least Petey. Look, I would have expected Petey to go ahead and at least hit one of them with a Canadian Destroyer, but it's okay. It's okay. But all in all, Punk gets the last laugh this week on Monday Night Raw at MSG. As he points to the crowd, being the best in the world in New York City, Raw goes off the air. And that is the end of Monday Night Raw. But that is also the end to our watch party for tonight. What a show, what a show, what a show, what a show. That was, wow. That was great. That was just genuinely great. I thoroughly enjoyed this episode. A bunch of builds to WrestleMania. Gunther, Seth, we're getting that match. It's official. Intercontinental title ladder match. The Fatal 4-Way women's match. Guys, Oba, Brock, of course, the build to that is even strengthening. I have to say, this was a well-built episode of Raw. This had everything. They pulled out the stops. Certainly a way to go ahead and build a Raw at Madison Square Garden on the road to WrestleMania. But now, with it being March 30th, we officially have literally 2 more Raws to go before we eclipse WrestleMania 42. So, I can't wait to see what happens next on the next 2 following Raws, but that's all we have for today, folks. Again, like I said, come Friday, we will be covering a watch party for SmackDown as well. And then, of course, come the following week, Raw, SmackDown, and then we will cover the final Raw on the 13th on the road to WrestleMania in Sacramento. But with that being said, guys, thank you for going ahead and tuning in to today's watch party. I appreciated you guys going ahead and coming out and sitting here and watching Raw with me. I enjoyed sitting here and watching it with you too. I hope you enjoyed the show just like I did. But I will see you guys later this Friday, and then of course later this Monday as well. I digress counter for this show ends at 9. Thank God I didn't have to hit double digits. But we will see you next week. I'm the phenomenal one. Of course, here from Saturday afternoon's main event. Peace, love, farewell.